plays of live work is really good.
Along with quarterback, what other positions are still battling before crystallizing that depth chart?
What other positions?
Yeah.
Every one of them. So it's just like, I think you guys kind of know the names that are competing for it. I'm not really worried about who the 11 starters that will be on play one is going to be. I'd like to see how many guys can we get that we trust to be on the field on defense, and it should be more than 11. Same thing on offense. So the goal is to get as many starters as we can that are available that will help us win, and the best 11 will be on the first snap. That it? All right, guys.
How many with the offensive line, do you feel like you've established that starting five? Do you feel like you got a clear idea of where that's at right now?
I don't know if you guys seen some of the practices. I think we've kind of rotated between 6 to 7 guys, and so I don't know if we're ready to make where they've rotated. I think you can kind of guess on who's competing for those spots, but I think there's some spots that are kind of doing really well right now, and Connor Pay's one at center. We'll see how the other guys do. The good thing is that guys like Caleb and Braden and Waylon can play, well, especially Caleb and Braden can play other positions, and they've done that before. So, but I know that Coach Woods is about getting a rhythm and getting things going with the same 5 guys, and we'll get there soon. Probably earlier than the quarterback.
How much of an influence does Coach Woods have on this offense, this 2020?
Oh yeah, big time. I mean, big time. I mean, we put him in the position to. I think that's the one coach that coaches the most on the field. And so we need him to be good, and TJ knows how to get him rolling. And I think these guys, technique-wise and fundamentally, I've been seeing huge improvement there. They're still tough kids, and TJ knows how to get the most out of them. And I'm really, really happy with the way the O-line is working right now.
Will was pretty efficient today kicking the ball.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Well, I think he missed his first one in camp, and so I mean. It's kind of far because if you look at the uprights are a little bit further behind than the actual line, so it's a little further than we thought, but it's okay. I mean, I'd rather get that one miss out of the way now. But it's also a different surface than what he's been kicking on the grass, and so, but he's been really good. And there's other parts of the kick. It's a snap, the hold, and the protection. So that stuff's going really nicely. We've seen a little bit of leakage in the protection, but we'll get that all shored up. And Will's done a great job for us, yeah.
Still going to go for it down as much with that kind of weapon?
I don't know. You never know. So we don't gamble. We're not encouraged to gamble, but I can do it on the field, so here we go. Everybody be a coach, and you can enjoy what I do.
What have been your impressions of this freshman class and some of the new faces that are competing in?
Yeah, super talented. Obviously, these guys can make plays, and I think. They're more, the young freshmen that coming in are more developed. The newcomers that we signed, more developed than what we've had in the past, and that's a good thing, right? But I think they're also probably more ready to get on the field as early as even game one. So, really talented group, and the coaches did a great job at recruiting them, and they've done a great job at improving and working from even in camp, getting better from day one to now.
What was your evaluation of Hinckley after being out for a year?
Yeah, Hinckley looks great. I mean, he looks really good. It's just getting him to the game, and but also making it so we can work with him. It's he and LJ getting enough reps where we can feel like, okay, there's enough game ready reps where they're back to their normal selves. And Hinckley's getting there, LJ's getting there, and I think Miles did some really good things. And we've seen Pokai and seeing the emergence of Sione Moa and Pokai start to make some plays, and it's been really good for those guys.
To follow up on that, did LJ take any snaps in the scrimmage?
No, he did not, and neither did Hinckley. So all the other guys got reps. I think we're still waiting on Enoch, Nawahine to get fully healthy, and then those guys will get the reps. Possibly this Saturday. We'd have to see some live work from those guys, and we're getting there.
Still expecting LJ for
Yep.
coming out of camp for week one then?
Yep, still expecting him for week one. Still expecting him to do some live work before we get there. All right, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks. Jack.
What's up, guys? How are you? Guys, coming off of the scrimmage on the weekend, what stood out to you, and how do you kind of feel like the defense did? Defense did amazing. Everyone was playing really fast. The understanding of the assignments are really picking up right now, so everyone's playing fast, physical, aggressive. Whole team looked good. There was positives from offense and defense, so it was great to see.
You're obviously new to this defense, but you're not new to Coach Hill and his defense and whatnot. How much of kind of that scheme and the schematics, the overlay, all of that stuff is fitting in with you? Do you feel like you're picking it up pretty good?
Yeah, like you said, most of it is the same, so there's not too much that I had to learn. Obviously, I can always refine my skills and get better, but overall, I knew most of the plays coming in. We've added some new things, so it was good to learn that and learn from the other guys that have the experience in the Power 5 level. So it's been a good transition, and I feel like I'm fitting pretty well.
We know obviously the quarterback's going to go live on Saturday, but Coach Kalani was telling us that most of the other position groups were live. Did you get a chance to hit somebody and kind of get physical and all that?
Yeah, I had a couple plays where I was allowed to go live. Everyone was live for most of the day, but they held me out for some of the scrimmage. But I did have a couple plays where I got some tackles.
Sure. Feel good?
Yeah, feels really good to get hitting again and get the things rolling again.
Anybody standing out from the linebacker unit, especially those younger guys?
Honestly, all of them. I think every single one in the linebacker room could play. They have a chance to start and get time. Isaiah Glasker, Harrison Taggart, obviously they're starting right now, so they've been playing really well. The younger guys, Lucky Finau, Ciale, even transfer he's been playing really well and understanding the assignment.
You're like about halfway through camp. Are you starting to feel that grind of camp, or are you still feeling refreshed and ready for week one?
Yeah, obviously as you go throughout camp, it's going to slowly depreciate, but I'm feeling good. We have a great training staff that helps us get our bodies right, and they track everything so they know what days we need to take things lighter, what days we can go harder. So it's been good having them around.
How would you describe the identity of this defense at camp right now, and how do you fit into that?
I'd just say attacking everything. Like, the coaches want us to be smart, obviously, do our assignment, but just attack. They don't want to play passive. They want us to be able to make plays, to go out there and get stops when we need them. And I feel like I'm fitting really well into that. All the players have welcomed me and allowed me to do my assignment, play fast, and be able to trust each other all around us.
At your linebacker spot, where are you able to get after the quarterback? Is that design blitzes, or are you also lining up at the rush?
Both. So they have some design blitzes. There's some where I line up off the edge, and then we have some new things that are going in that'll allow me to do that. But yeah, a little bit of all of those things.
Anything else for Jack? Thanks, Jack.
All right, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
That's what it was. What are they, 23? Okay.
A-Rod and then
By the way, this natural, did we decide?
we added a little.
Okay.
Used to this.
I just wonder if it was beach, like.
Trying to squeeze out the last bit of summer.
Okay, fair enough. I just wonder if it was just all beach related, like.
Hello, sir.
Don't all speak at once.
Good. Yeah.
How do you feel about the scrimmage on Saturday?
Good. We did a lot of good things. We're not ready to play a game yet, but I think we're on track. We have a good team and did a lot of good things Saturday.
How close do you feel like you are to naming a quarterback?
We're getting there, but I'm not in a hurry. I mean, we're going to just keep playing for a little bit. I would prefer that, my experience with these things is usually the decision gets made on the field and it gets to a point where everybody on the team knows, and then when we say who the starter is, everybody's like, yeah, duh. That's what we're looking for. We're not quite there. It's a good battle, but we'll keep going for a while. There's no rush.
Do you have an actual deadline in your head that you have to make a decision if it doesn't become apparent?
No. When Zach and Jeremy were here, we made the decision like 3 days before the first game, and then both those guys ended up being pretty good. So I would like it to be sooner than that, but we're not. There's no deadline.
At camp where you're establishing the depth chart, how do you balance development of a young guy like Luke?
It's hard because it is clearly a two-man race. So those two guys are getting the bulk of the reps. And so Noah Lugo's development is going to come playing scout team and next spring. That's his best chance, and because that's part of the deal. When you are having a two-man battle, you have to invest most of the reps in those two guys.
Coming out of that scrimmage, how do you feel about your offensive line overall?
Improved. They're getting better. Now we still need to go do it in a real game, but I believe in those guys, and I believe in what we're doing, and they're really well coached.
What we've seen, it looks like there's a 6-man rotation for those 5 spots. Do you feel like it's pretty set with who you're going to go with?
No, there's still some battles going on there, yeah. And I would say it's probably a little more than 6, but there's our second team O-line's improved a lot too. There's some good players in that group, and it's just about, we had good players last year too. It's just about playing as a unit. We got to execute as a unit, and I'm seeing improvement there. But I don't want to make any bold statements until we go do it in a real game.
Obviously, the quarterbacks weren't fully live, still wearing the green shirts and everything in the scrimmage, but Kalani was saying that most of the other position groups did have at least live reps and whatnot. What did you think of kind of the physicality of the offense when you got to see them sort of go all the way through contact and that sort of thing?
Well, I'm glad you asked that, because that's been the number one priority since the end of last season. Is we need to be more physical. We need to get back to playing the way we played the 3 years prior, where we were a physical team that could run the ball. And so we are, I believe that we're heading in the right direction. And it's an everyday thing. It's an 11-man deal. Everybody on our offense has to be physical. Everybody has a role in the run game. And when we're running the football, that's what opens up our play action pass and our ability to stretch the field. And so I'm seeing a lot of good things, but again, I'm just going to keep saying it. Until we go do it in a real game, I'm challenging our players to stay focused on just the next play, each practice one at a time.
How many receivers you have? Do you know kind of where JoJo Phillips stacks up right now, and what do you think his role will be?
JoJo's going to play a lot. He's a good player. Yep.
Kalani expressed confidence he thinks LJ Marr will be ready by week 1. What was you expressed the same?
Yeah, he's cleared. He's practicing. We're just not letting him get tackled or get hit very much. And same with Folau. We didn't let Folau get tackled Saturday. He took a few live reps in a practice last week, and then in the scrimmage didn't let those two guys. Those guys don't have. There's no need to get them tackled right now.
With the quarterback situation, is there any scenario where week 1 you play multiple guys and try to see both of them, or do you have a philosophy on that?
I don't want to do that, but I would never say never. I mean, that's not how I want it to go now.
Cody Hagan was a big recruit for you. What have you seen from him this fall?
He's really good. He's a smart guy. Unbelievable how fast he's picked up our offense. I mean, he knows the offense like a veteran player already. He can run, and he's doing a good job. He's doing a really good job. He's got a bright future.
Is there room for him in the rotation wide receiver?
There's room for as many good players as can help us win. I mean, I'm serious. We've had years where we rotate 8 guys. We've had years where we rotate 4. It just depends who steps up and who can help us. So, and that goes for tight end, that goes for running back and receiver. We'll play as many guys. If guys prove that they can do something well to help us win games, we'll put them in the game and do what they do well.
Anything else?
Good.
Awesome. Good to see you guys.
Thanks, sir.
Yep.
Is that it?
That's it for general. Yeah.
Perfect. Thanks, Brett.
Yep.
Is there a reason why they're going William?